How to set up VirtualHost in Windows 10 using XAMPP and Joomla CMS. Number 1, go to XAMPP directory and htdocs directory. XAMPP, htdocs. Create a new VirtualHost directory, example VirtualHost. Copy and extract Joomla zip file package inside this VirtualHost folder. Create the following VirtualHost settings below. To do this, you need to find or open Notepad and go to a location of C, XAMPP, apache, conf directory, extract, and click here to show all files, and look for VirtualHost or httpd-virtualhost or vhost.conf, and scroll down and paste it here. So from here you need to type your VirtualHost, created an htdocs, create your sample email, admin@virtualhost.site, server name is virtualhost.site.com, server alias www.virtualhost.site.com, logs or error logs, logs/virtualhost.site.com -errorlog, error.log, CustomLog, logs/virtualhost.site.com -access.log. Then save this. Click all files so that you can see the original file for you to override it, VirtualHost. Okay. Next, configure host files or host file hosts.txt file below. So this one, we need to go to C, Windows, System 32, drivers, etc., hosts.txt. So let's go there. To go there, you need to open Notepad using admin access and click yes. File, open, local disk C, Windows, System 32, drivers, etc folder, and click here and show all files. Click host.txt, then open. Below here you can add another VirtualHost details. So I created it here. So your VirtualHost details will be this one, or this group of details. paste it here like this. So my computer IP is is 152.32.104.15. If I want to access my virtualhost.site.com, the equivalent IP of that is this one for global access. If I want to access my virtual host with www. Same IP address but with this alias. If you want to access your virtual host by other computer, you need to add your IP address here, then the same virtualhost.site. If you want to access your virtualhost.site using other computer with alias, follow this. Then save this. Override the host file. Okay, done. Next, we need to create a database details. So let's try to access now. http virtualhost.site.com. So it's wrong spelling, sorry. VirtualHost yeah. It should show the right address for you to see it. Okay, you can see this now because you set it in your virtual host. What is my IP address? Check your virtual host. Check it here. It should show your installation file. Like this. So to make sure it's working, you need to override this, save this. Save this and override this virtualhost conf. Let's try again. If still not working, go to your xampp and then stop the Apache and restart it again. Okay, then reload this address. It should show the proper address. Okay, so restarting Apache can solve this problem. I'll set up now the Joomla installation tab, virtual host. For site name is VirtualHost. Description is welcome to VirtualHost. Software user account details, email admin at virtualhost.site.com. Username virtualhost. Password virtualhost. VirtualHost. confirm. Click next. So create database. Before I can fill this database form, I need to create a database first. So I will copy this address and then paste it here, and put php my admin. I'll create my database name. As VirtualHost. My username is root. My database name is VirtualHost. My host name is localhost. So I'll go back here. Username is root. Password is VirtualHost. Actually, password for database name is this one. You must have your own password for your database. So database name is VirtualHost. Now I fill this database configuration tab. Click next. Finalization tab. Click next or install. So before you can install Joomla, you must have a database created first. So to access your database or phpMyAdmin, just type your VirtualHost address, then / and phpMyAdmin. So if it requires a username and password, just type your database username and password. So after this installation, we can see that our Joomla VirtualHost is now working, and our VirtualHost setup is already working because I can now access the virtualhost.site.com in my browser. Your prospect or client or team can also see this VirtualHost or your VirtualHost if you share your host file settings or IP address of your computer and your VirtualHost address. So Joomla installation is now done. I click remove folder and click administrator if I want to go to the administrator side of Joomla. I will log in. Username is VirtualHost. I'll just copy this. Okay. And I've installed or successfully installed Joomla VirtualHost and set up my VirtualHost configuration, and this is my Joomla VirtualHost address. I can now share my VirtualHost IP address and domain or custom domain to my prospect. So how to share that? I'll just copy the following details like this one. These VirtualHost details can be accessed worldwide if your clients or prospect will add this into their host files, and these settings or IP address below is my computer local IP address. So if I want my team or my colleagues access my desktop virtual host in our exclusive network. Then if they're connected into one router together, they can access using this, or they can access using this. So it's up to you. You must be flexible in sending your host files so that you will not have an issue with your prospects and clients. So if you think this video is valuable, I would like to thank you. And if you think this video is helpful, please subscribe, hit the notification bell for continuous updates, and you may share this and comment below. Thank you.